This is an update on my HO scale switching layout. The last video I did was back in May, so about 2.5 months ago. During the COVID, I've not been working a lot. I'm an airline pilot, so a lot of my trips have been canceled, so I've had an opportunity to do a lot of the scenery and detailing, and it's basically 1970, give or take a little bit, Pennsylvania area, just a switching layout, 2 GP7s, Pennsylvania Railroad. Got 5 industries on this side and 6 industries on the other side. 2 operators operate, one with this tethered throttle and one on the other side. And then the track down the middle is the common track for both sides. You see the runaround in the center there. Both operators share that runaround, and down at the far end between the 2 backdrop buildings goes into staging. That's the branch line that goes to staging, and this end down here actually dead ends right there. Still don't have names on any of the buildings yet. I'm just using the numbers 1 through 11 on the buildings. So there's buildings, industries 4 and 5. The zeros on those car cards, just very basic system at the moment till I make the permanent ones. The zeros indicate that those cars, that one and this one, goes back to staging. If the number on the car card is the same number that the industry is, for instance, that industry is number 3 for the moment, and there's the car card box 3, it actually stays there. And there's a 0 for industry 2, it'll go back to staging. And industry 1's got an 11 on it, which means that car will go across the railroad on the other side to industry 11. As we move further around, this is the semi-hidden staging area. It's got its own car card boxes too on each of the 6 staging tracks, and that's the track between the 2 backdrops that go into the railroad. I'm calling a branch line. And on this side, the other tethered throttle for the other operator, and car card boxes, playbill boxes. Move on down, there's plenty of room for an operator to operate here. It takes 2 guys about 30 minutes to switch out everything. And this is the dispatch desk for my main railroad in the next room. It's got a camera system so the dispatcher can keep up with what's going on. Telephone system. 6 telephone extensions throughout the main railroad room. I use RailPro throttles. They're touchscreen radio control throttles. Really like that system. Have my car cards and all my switch list and everything set up. This was my last operating session, unfortunately last December, 9 months ago now. Since the COVID situation, we've not been able to get a group together, so hopefully in the near future we can get back together. This goes into the main railroad room. It's a L&N Railroad, 1957, through Central Kentucky. I've done a video on it in the past. I'll do an update on it again sometime on a future video. That's the call board, and that's actually the names of the guys and the train numbers that we actually operated the last session on back last December. When the guys get here about 6 p.m. on ops night, we have some catered food brought in, and eat and drink a little bit for about an hour. At about 7 o'clock or so, dispatcher comes over to the desk and gets everything together and starts calling crews in, start running trains for about 2.5 hours. About 12 guys, have a really good time. And the idea of the switching layout here that I've just built this year was to allow 2 other guys during a full session to come in here and run some switching layouts for 30 minutes at a time between runs in the main room. Thanks for watching.